Hi, hello. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Ian.
I'm Chris. What are we doing today?
Today I figured we're gonna do a bit of this or that and why this or that. We live together and we're dating, and I thought this would be a good way to still get to know him. There's no arrival in a relationship, although it can feel that way, while also sharing what we're both doing with you guys. So first, we're gonna talk about TV shows that we are enjoying, because I know you're into the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yes.
Which I started watching before hanging out with you. I didn't even think before dating you.
I just started watching it this year. I know it's been out since like 2018. I saw part 4 was coming out and I was like, oh my god, I kind of want to watch this. We talked to Kiernan Shipka a little bit because she got on TikTok and enjoyed our content, so we were like, oh my god. He was a fan of her from the Mad Men days, and I was like, well, I'm gonna watch some of your shows too.
Well, yeah, so I stopped watching it at some point for whatever reason. You know, you just kind of fall off of shows, either a new one starts or you get busy or whatever. We've started watching that again. He puts it on, and then I'll sit there at the dining room table, not really paying attention because I feel like I'm really far off and I need to catch up, but then I'm sitting and I'm like, wait, why is that going on? And I love anything to do with magic and witches, and so that's where the show got me. This isn't a spoiler, but like it gets very intense on the show. What did you say? They have to give, you're like,
oh, they have to give Oscar worthy, because shows like this, when like the world is ending and there's like apocalyptic things happening, like these actors, so much is asked from them. Like Kiernan has to cry in almost like every episode and just give this like soul-bearing performance of just like giving herself to the screen, and it's like television actors astound me, especially in a dramatic show, because they have to be giving these Oscar-worthy performances for just another episode, you know? Like it's not like this is their movie, their passion project, they give it all and then they send it into the world. Obviously you get big recognition for being in a TV show, but like we think of Oscars as like the best acting to ever happen, and sometimes I think there's such amazing acting happening in these TV shows that like naturally don't get the recognition.
They're like not getting their due.
And Sabrina just got canceled, and I was just like,
oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, the show's canceled.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
But this isn't what we're talking about.
I mean, it is kind of what we're talking about. I wanted to bring that up because that is the show he's kind of binging right now. Mm-hmm. And the show I'm binging right now is Pretend It's a City. It centers around Fran Lebowitz.
Give a little history, because I didn't even know about who Fran Lebowitz was.
Well, actually, oh god, now you can get my notes.
Spark Notes version.
So Fran Lebowitz, she's an author, she's a public speaker, and occasional actor. She was in Wolf of Wall Street, and she plays the judge. She came up in the 70s around people when everything amazing that we revere as like New York culture that kind of set the tone, she was around during those times. She is known for having opinion. And so I'm watching that and really getting my New York love letter out of it. And we're kind of watching it at the same time. Like that'll be like what I put on when he's eating.
And I'll watch from the kitchen counter.
What do you think about it?
I think the one takeaway I had is that she sees in other people that everyone knows, that they think they know everything. And my takeaway was, I think everyone just thinks they know everything, because in saying that, she's thinking she knows everything, and so is other people. And that's an interesting point, that like we're all at different points in our life, and it's so hard to continue to be teachable no matter where we're at, because it's so safe to think that you already know what's to come and what's happening in your life. And it's so important for us to remain in the headspace of realizing that we don't know everything, and there's always more to learn no matter what point in life we're at.
The next section of this video, this is so random, but I was just like, I'm curious about this. Trader Joe's or Whole Foods?
Whole Foods.
Why?
Because advertising gets me good. If something has good packaging, I'll want it.
That's so funny. I was just wondering if packaging was a thing for you.
I won't even look into it past packaging, really. I would rather get a very pretty box of pasta from Whole Foods than the $2 bag of pasta you get from Trader Joe's. Let it be said that for most of my life, I would just go grocery shopping at Trader Joe's because it is truly amazing and beautiful how much you can get there for a very low price. I remember I would always go when I was in college and like be astounded at how little my total was when I was getting my groceries for the week. And I think that's so important, and Trader Joe's is doing amazing work, and they treat their employees very well, and they treat everyone who comes in there very well. But if my eye is drawn to something, I will just want to get it. I'll have that like switch that makes me think like this box of pasta is gonna change my life.
I think presentation for me is a big thing. So like when you do walk into Whole Foods, there's a Whole Foods vibe. It's like you walk in and there's like an Instagram filter on the fruit, but it's like real. And I think that's like the lighting and the wall color. And when you walk into a Trader Joe's, I think it's like a little bit more homey, nice way of putting it.
It's like you're going into your friend's pantry. Yes. Everything is marked very just like low key. It's like, this is pasta from Trader Joe's. At Whole Foods, it's like, this is chickpea pasta that will make you lose 5 pounds in 2 minutes and will instantly shed the fat off your body while also giving you an orgasm.
Wow. I mean, I would buy that.
I would buy it too. And that's what Whole Foods is serving. We can't even talk about Erewhon, which I know most of you don't know what that is, but it is a grocery store that is more expensive than Whole Foods, and it's kind of only in LA, I think. It might be in other places on the West Coast, but I used to think Whole Foods was the most expensive grocery store ever, and then we went into Erewhon, and that is just absurd.
With Erewhon specifically, I think packaging, again, there has gotten me. There was an option to get a bag of like unsalted cashews, and then I saw this mason jar of cashews, and it was less cashews than what the bag was offering, and I think a little bit more expensive. And I just liked the mason jar, and so I bought that, knowing full well the better deal was literally to the left of where I was grabbing the other item. And I think everyone does that. Everyone is looking for the deal, and then if you have the extra money, you're like, well, this will feel good because it looks nicer, you know what I mean?
I was in there yesterday to get a smoothie. That was all I needed, and that's all I was going there for. But I realized the second I got in there, this powder called brain dust that you can put in your smoothies, and it's supposed to make you smarter.
Wow.
And I wanted to buy that shit so bad. But I told myself, you did not come in here needing brain dust. You came in here needing a smoothie, and that is what you will leave with. Granted, my smoothie was also $18.
Wow. This is not what I was gonna bring up, but like department store or like designer store?
Need I answer that question for you?
Well, we are on camera.
What is it? What do you think?
Designer for sure.
Yes.
For sure. But why not? Have you never been a department store person? Not even like a Lord & Taylor or like a Nordstrom?
I mean, I guess Nordstrom. I guess I was always growing up fascinated by fashion. There was this strip of stores in my hometown, Bethesda, that had like Tiffany, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Jimmy Choo, like all just lined up. And I remember my friends and I would literally like go into those stores and just like gasp and look at all the beautiful things that they had. And
presentation.
Like, because we've worked so hard this year. When we do get paid for something, I'll enjoy treating myself to something nice sometimes because it's kind of for the little kid in me who loved fashion but could never actually like go out and buy this stuff myself. It's so amazing that sometimes I can treat myself to those things that I know young me like dreamed about having. It's really hard to realize your dreams are coming true as they're coming true because you are more just feeling the tire and hard work of you putting that work in to make your dreams come true. But sometimes you just gotta stop and realize that you have come so far from where you ever thought you would be.
So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share with your friends who you think would be like, who are those two idiots? But no, all in all, remember to focus
on
your
blooming,
because that's what matters most.
And stick around for the bloopers.
I think that was fun.
What's today's video about?
Yeah. How are you doing?
But also what we've really liked is like going to outlet stores or stores where things are gonna be thrown out.
And you're picking between that sweatpant or that sweatpant and that hoodie or that pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just kind of where we're at right now.
I don't know if I have too many strong opinions about it.
Oh, okay. Very diplomatic of you. But I really hope you're learning some things and feeling like, oh, Ian's not the only opinionated person on the planet. Ah.
And in the same coin, things that you're gonna make me talk about, you'll be able to talk about the things I want to talk about too.
Yes, absolutely. That's called
Compromise.
Well,
Why don't you do the outro this time?
so.
Thank you for watching, like, subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
My t-shirt that says t-shirt on it
Yes.
has the definition of a t-shirt on the back of it.
Wow.
You want to read it out loud?
Oh,
We love